So whenever
Mm-hmm.
we get a client who we think is a podcast bro, who's like, hey, we want to be like Joe Rogan. We want to be the Joe Rogan of flooring or something, I'm like, yeah, it's not going to work that way. Joe Rogan had a career and a fan base before he had a podcast, right?
There's all these other little moving pieces that all fit into the giant digital marketing, the content marketing puzzle. And this has a certain spot, this has a certain spot, this has a certain spot, and then they all work together. That's when the magic happens. And the thing at the middle of it, Lee, is community. Your community. The people that want to stick around
And
is
community
the
could even
community.
be your business community. So to give a silver lining here, we have clients who do have very niche type industries. They could make circuit boards for factory machines or something, very niche. And what we helped them realize was if you had every circuit board buyer in the country, you may have 10,000 people, right?
Yeah.
So don't expect a million listens. And those who understand that, they go, you know what? You're right. There's only 10,000 buyers. And if we get 1,000 listeners, we've got 10% of the industry listening to us. And
Mm-hmm.
they're excited about those 1,000 listeners, right? They get 100 listeners on an episode, like, wow, we have a large part of our community. And then they have conversations with those people that they can't say, hey, can we pick your brain or can we find out what you're doing in your company? But we can say, come on our podcast to tell us about why you're winning in the industry. And now you have a new relationship with somebody in the industry. You may have some residual authority by being seen with them on your own podcast or on their podcast. And even now I look at sometimes if I have an episode that I think the numbers weren't that great, I look at the bigger picture as a marketer and I thought, wait a minute, today 100 people listen to my podcast episode. That sounds weak compared to Joe Rogan. But then I think, wait a minute, they listened for 10, 15 minutes. Did I have 100 blog articles read for 15 minutes today? Did I have 100 emails attention? So when you compare it to other forms of content, all of a sudden it flips over and you go, wow, that's actually a lot more attention than I would have gotten if you don't compare it to NPR or Joe Rogan.
Exactly. And you're not comparing apples to apples.